please.
There we go. What's up, everybody on the YouTubes? Not really any sports to talk about. Since Preston doesn't give a shit about sports, we didn't talk about the LeBron James of it all. So you want to talk about that, or do you really give a shit? 'Cause, honestly, who
I
cares?
mean, I don't really give a shit. I have never liked Philly. First was Ben Simmons, then it was Joel Embiid, and now it's like, well, the train keeps rolling.
Yeah, like my one thing now though, it's like because at first I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna help them any because they don't have depth. But now like there's rumor like a lot of rumors going around like they're gonna get like some solid guys off the buyout market, including one Drew Holiday, which would be like, oh, if he plays like 50% of what he's capable of, that's not too shabby. I still don't have much faith in them though. For like, if I was a better, I'd bet against them 100% because I don't think they're gonna get out of the second round still.
Mhm. How many more years do you think he'll play?
Braun,
Yeah,
uh, I wouldn't be surprised if it was three more at most.
yeah.
I wouldn't like. Part of me thinks it's gonna end because I don't know what James Harden's current deal is, but I have a feeling he wants to go back to Cleveland to finish it up with, and then also probably take Bronny and then Bright and try to get Bryce over there too, so he can get the all three of the LeBrons on there. Unless Bronny gets a fucking kid, and then LeBron's like, I got 18 more years in me, so I can be the first grandpa to play with his grandson.
That'd be crazy.
So yeah, I think it'll be something like that because I don't think the rumors were like he did not want to play with James Harden, which it's like fair enough.
Hmm.
So
Where is James right now?
Cleveland.
Cleveland? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot he was still there
Yeah.
with Donovan. Well,
So
I have one bit of sports news.
okay.
Uh, my boy, Taylor Fritz, won his tournament at Washington. It was supposed to wrap up yesterday, but it had like a big old rain delay, so they bumped it to today. And he didn't drop a set. He won in two sets. So
Hell yeah.
his first singles title this year. Um, he dealt with injuries for like the first half of the season, so I was happy that he got this win. U.S. Open is coming up pretty soon, so hopefully he, you know, takes a lot of confidence from this win and can maybe make something happen at the U.S. Open. But I was very happy for him.
So something that you and me talked about. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but you got a grail.
Hmm.
We'd agree it's a grail.
Absolutely.
What would it take? Because since this is a sports card, not a comic book grail. If someone came in, they had all of Journey into Mystery, and they're like, which one of these do I have to give you? Like, where would you cut it off? Like, okay, I'll trade you one for one then.
For the card,
Yeah. Is it just the first appearance of Thor that you're like, yep, this is it, or is there other early ones that would be that you don't have that you'd be like, oh, I'll do that too.
my answer is not based on value
Yeah.
because there's no comparison really.
Hmm.
The comics are going to be much more expensive, but it would probably just be 83.
Okay. That's what I was like, I knew for sure 83, but I was like, I don't know if there's any other ones that,
Yeah, I mean like an issue or two later is Loki, and it's like if it were in like immaculate shape, maybe, but it's hard to give up that card when it's the only one out there.
Yeah,
It's so tough. So I'm gonna say just 83.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
What if it was a old actor that played Loki came in and he's like, boy, do I have the thing for you? Would you be like, no, thank you, sir. I'm keeping this card.
Yeah, I mean, just Hiddleston bringing it in doesn't really add too much to the deal, other than like this is insanely just crazy.
And then like if you say no, he rips it up. He's like, no one's gonna believe you, Jacob. He rips it up and walks out.
I don't know. Like like you, I think you would know if I were like, dude, I'm telling you this happened, that you would believe me, but
Yeah, it would.
you might be the only one that
Yeah,
would
one
believe
of the
me.
few. I think a lot of people that would come in here, like come to your shop, like, okay, whatever.
Well, that's the thing is I don't think I would tell anyone other than the people that I know would believe me. So
Not share
anyway,
it on the podcast.
yeah, I guess I would for the pod.
We gotta have the content, man.
We do. It would be funny. He wouldn't do this, but it'd be funny if it'd be like, "Can I get a selfie, by the way?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And he takes it. Then he smashes my phone. He's like, "No one will still believe
Yeah.
it."
Like, but it's backed up to the cloud. He's like, he's like, hey, can I get your login info? You're like, yeah, of course. And you give it to him. He just deletes your whole cloud.
Oh shit. All right. Oh wait, I need an opener for us real quick.
So today, while we're doing this, I had a thought too because I was driving a tractor from one spot to the other, basically from the pastor's place because Dad let him borrow the tractor, and we were driving that back to the farm, and I was just thinking to myself because people were like just steady behind me. It was like I was in a fucking parade because they didn't want to go around me. And I was making fun of them. I was like, this would be like the only time in my life where like I'm doing something on the farm, and like if they had if it was being filmed, they could have me mic'd up and be like, "Oh, listen to Casey, make fun of these idiots." Is there any time at the shop where you're like, "Man, if I was mic'd up right now, the TNT broadcast crew would love it."
Oh yeah, dude, all the time. They'll ask the dumbest fucking
Yeah,
questions. So yeah, but it's stuff that would like get me canceled 100% because
yeah,
I
I
in my
got you.
head I am not nice.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of strangers and things that aren't nice, though, like you would have hated this. Me, I was like, fuck yeah, man, I'll talk to you about my shitty Subaru any day of the week. I pulled up at Aldi the other day and like I sat in my car for a little bit longer, because the horrors of the earth were weighing on me. And then but I get out and this guy's like, "Hey, you like that Subaru?" I'm like, "Honestly, sir, I do not. I pretty much fucking hate it." He's why? And so we just started talking. There's just a couple old dogs talking about cars. He's like, "I got this Pathfinder. I fucking love it." I'm like, "Ah, man." I looked at those. I was like, "How's the gas mileage on those?" And he tells me about that, and we just talking cars. He's like, "I've had all types of stuff. I even had," because I told him I had a Jeep. He's like, "I even had a Jeep, and this is my favorite car I've ever had." I'm like, "Well, that's good, man. I'm glad." He's like, Plus, I got they had a deal where you got an automatic 5,000 off, and then the dealership was giving 3,000. So I got $8,000 off. I'm like, well, shit, dude, you can't beat that.
You really can't though. Good for him.
And then he's like, honestly, the only way it could have been better, there's a place in Bloomington that they have it so that you get 100,000 mile warranty on there that would have been put on top of that. I'm like, well, that would have been pretty sweet too. I was like, because I didn't say this, but I was thinking in my head, I was like, because this fucking piece of shit, I had to change wheel bearings on it the other day because those aren't covered after 70,000 miles, and lo and behold, it went out at 70,000.
What do you know? Casey loves his crosstrack.
Ah, fucking love a Subaru. Like the worst part is, like before I got my Subaru and before I'm like I fucking hate these things, I joined this group that was brats because I think the brat dolls are so cool. No, I think the Subaru brats are like the coolest like one of the coolest trashy cars out there. And I think they look like a ton of fun. But now I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe if you joined the Subi queues, you'd feel better about your car.
Did you end up telling Brielle about that? Because
I
I
didn't, but
forgot.
I just set a reminder to
Okay,
do so
perfect.
because I was like, wait a
Perfect.
second, I forgot.
Because I forgot all about that too. And then as I was like leaving, I was halfway home, like, fuck, we didn't tell her.
We're a couple forgetful friends.
We are.
All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Two Worlds podcast. I'm Jake, and with me, as always, is the Venus to my Serena. It's Casey. What's up, buddy?
Ah! That's my Venus impression of hitting the whole bowl.
I'm with you. It was
Yeah,
solid.
thanks, man.
Real quick, shout out to Preston for filling in for me last week. It was a very enjoyable episode. I like listening to it. And Preston, you're always welcome, buddy. Appreciate you being our honorary third member.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you when we gonna do this tennis game. See which podcast is better.
That's the only way to decide.
Yep.
Um, no comments or anything, but I thought we would talk about this before we get into the news. Over the weekend, Casey came to visit me. We saw Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Mhm.
Um, so we don't need to go into too much depth here, but just what'd you think of it, man?
I really liked it. I thought it was probably the best of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, though I think the nostalgia bait one was probably more fun. Like just more enjoyable for us because nostalgia. But
Hmm.
as far as this movie goes, this one was better. Mark Ruffalo's too old to be Bruce Banner anymore, though. We talked about that. I think the Punisher is a little bit too goofy at times, but again, it's like you're not getting Punisher Max, you're getting regular universe Punisher where this Punisher could be Frankencastle where the other one couldn't.
Hmm.
So, it makes sense. I thought it like I was a little disappointed that we didn't get the street level Spider-Man that they were building it up to be. It was just like the street level stuff was in a montage.
Yeah.
Um Trying to think of like other little things that popped in my head. Sadie Sink was good, but I don't really like how I don't want to spoil it.
Mm, no, I think it's
All
a
right.
bit too soon.
Yeah. So Sadie Sink was cool. It was crazy they made her Rhino though. Uh,
Yeah.
um, I think if there's anything else. What you can go ahead and go, and I might piggyback on it, whatever you say.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it too. I do still think the nostalgia bait movie is preferred, but I think it's definitely the best one after that. Um, just like I don't know, just a good story, I think, pretty interesting. My gripes are kind of spoilery. So I won't get into them too much. There were just some things that happened that I felt were done with no consequences, and I didn't really love that. But otherwise, really solid movie. And I'd even say that it wasn't really that much of a happy ending, to be honest with you, as far as a few characters. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. Definitely, I mean, we got to be getting another one, I would think, after this
Yeah.
one. So yeah, but pretty good though. Glad that we saw it. Um, and then after we saw it, we went to the Sonic the Hedgehog Speed Cafe here in St.
Yep.
Louis and got to eat out Sonic. I mean, eat some Sonic themed food. How was your meal, dude?
Oh, dude, I had a chili dog. Real good. It
Yeah.
was funny. I told my friend Molly I was getting a chili dog. She's like, that is a wild choice. And I was like, that's Sonic's favorite food. She doesn't know Sonic. But I'm like, I do get thinking, getting going to a fucking pop-up restaurant, be like, one chili dog, please. It is kind of a wild choice.
I I guess, but I just if you know Sonic at all, it's just
Yeah,
like, yeah, obviously.
yeah.
Um, my cat is playing with tinfoil, which is super annoying. Hey, quit it. Quit it. Go on. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. He didn't get down. He's so agitating. 1 second.
All right. So yeah, the chili dog though, real good. Jake got a little turned on because I made a lot of eye contact with him while eating it.
It's true.
And yeah, so let Jake take back over now.
Yeah, I had the cleverly named Knuckles sandwich, which was just a crispy chicken sandwich with a little little pickled slaw on it. It was pretty tasty. Um, the inside was pretty cool. This was like the last weekend for it, so the merch was like completely ransacked, but I still got a shirt. And Casey, I can confirm the back of it did say St. Louis on it.
Oh,
So
nice. That's
so
good.
all was well. So yeah, I picked up the shirt, had to get a little merch, and it was cool. It was just
Yeah,
really cool that they did it.
one really funny thing though that me and Jake both were cracking up at. He didn't get to see it because his back was towards him, but there was a Tails mascot, and like when we got there, it was like fucking, everyone was like, "Ah, Tails," getting their picture with him and stuff. But like by the time we got our food and we're sitting down, Tails is just standing there, like kind of like looking around. He just started. At first he was waving, then he just started just doing the chicken dance. Just doing. I'm just like, what in the world?
So funny. He was just begging for some
Yeah.
attention.
Which like, I can't blame him. Like if someone forced me to be in that fucking giant ass costume,
Yeah.
and I'm like, somebody do the goddamn chicken dance with me.
Oh gosh. All right. We had a good time. Anyway, let's get into the news. I think I got maybe one or two more, so I will
Yeah.
start us off.
Some of mine will just like piggyback onto yours too, with
Okay.
a couple things. So
This is a small thing. I'll start with this. So, the Absolute Batman 22 cover art by Jorge Molina went to auction this week. The bidding started at $9,000 and it ended up selling for $18,050.
so is that your way of telling me that you just bought an Absolute Batman 22 cover art?
No, definitely not. But like I don't even think Jorge Molina sees that money because I don't know that he sold it
No way.
himself. So kind of
So that
crazy.
that's the thing that bothers me about that type of stuff too. Like, I mean, I'm not the one doing it. It's not my money, so who do I care? But it's like, I don't believe personally that Absolute Batman's gonna be like this big of a deal forever. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like,
It's like New 52.
yeah, it's or Ultimate Universe where it's like, yeah, this is a big deal now, but it's not gonna stay that way. And you just dropped a lot of money on something that you're hoping that'll be more worth more someday, and it's like, is it?
Yeah. I mean, but even 5 years after the New 52, I could sell Batman #1 for at least $100, like all
Mhm.
day. Now I think it's maybe 20.
Jeez, I'm glad I sold mine high then. 'Cause
Yeah.
I sold mine one like a little bit before COVID, and I sold it for over 100.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, it's a great cover and a great book, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just like with anything, unless it's Silver Age, man, that's what people need to invest in is silver and maybe some Bronze Age stuff. The modern stuff, it's not gonna stay.
I mean, the only thing would be like first appearances, right? And that's if the character is
Sure,
like a big ass deal, like
sure.
Punchline.
Yeah, yeah. Just like Punchline.
Yep.
All right, another small thing. The Elden Ring movie has finished filming, which is pretty cool. I guess one of the prop team people leaked that it had finished filming, and then that got taken down. And it's not supposed to be out until like 2028, so they've got like over a year of post production. So
Over.
I'm sure something like that needs a lot of uh, effects put into it and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm glad that it's actually made. So now it's
Mhm.
just like, please come out.
Now, so I didn't even know you were that big into Elden Ring. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I knew you liked Elden Ring, but you never played Dark Souls, right?
No.
Yeah, those like I played Dark Souls and I fucking hated it. So I'm like, Elden Ring has just no interest for me.
Yeah, I mean it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's one of those games where like I gotta play with friends that can help carry me through it because I'm not good enough to beat it by myself.
I got you.
But it's pretty unmatched as far as like world building and cool dark fantasy stuff. Like
I got you.
it's everything that you want if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. So you loved the Wonder Man show, right? And you're like, I can't wait for the second season.
What's the news, buddy?
Oh, it's been canceled. Sorry,
Oh,
man.
okay. Wait, canceled. Like they were gonna do a second season and
Yeah,
decided not
so
to.
so basically they announced a while back they're doing a second season, but like Disney it the way it sounds, Disney just did it for like PR because they never hired a writing staff or a writer's room or anything. They're just like, yeah, we're making another season. They're like, "Huh, no, we're not. And then they just didn't do it and they quietly canceled it after that.
I gotcha.
Which poor Josh Gad, I think he's still in the fucking space or some shit because like in one of the episodes he goes missing and he's playing himself because like
That's funny.
yeah because like there was a Twitter and I didn't read the account was like MCU news and it's like Josh Gad's still missing in space or whatever. I'm like oh it's like Josh Gad's still missing. I'm like what? And I like clicked it and it's like oh it's fake news from the show.
That is funny. I mean, I do want to watch it sometime. I hear it's very, very good, but it maybe it just didn't need to have another season.
Yeah, I think it's also like I think the way it sounds like Disney's just being like, oh yeah, doing 50 TV shows for this. It's oversaturation and we don't need to be doing all that shit.
Hmm.
So I think they're just cutting back.
Okay, next, Samara Weaving has been cast as Emma Frost in the X-Men. I don't even know if you want to call it a reboot, but just like Marvel's X-Men, Disney's
Yeah.
X-Men, I mean.
And to piggyback on that, Indy Navarrete has met with the X-Men director to play Mystique in that also.
Cool.
So
I'm not really familiar with either one.
so Samara Weaving I've seen and stuff. She's also on We're Here to Help and she's a fucking delightful person. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. And she looks 100%, the part. So that's good. And Indy was in the Obsession movie, and she's real fucking good in that. So it's like, even being like, because you're not gonna be as good in a Marvel movie acting wise,
Hmm.
odds are. So even being like half as good as an actor as as you are doing that shit should be pretty good. I just don't want like another fucking Mystique heavy X-Men movie. It's like
Sure.
we've had like what, seven of those or six?
A lot.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I don't really want that much more Mystique, guys.
I I will counter that with I don't think this indie gal is as big time as Jennifer Lawrence was at her like peak.
So the thing is though, Indy's on the up, just like old Jennifer Lawrence was. So it's like fucking could be, and then they'd be fucking right back in the same shit predicament that they were in.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. God of War news. So that live action show, Ryan Hurst exited the Kratos role because I guess he got a torn bicep and surgery threatened to delay filming until next year. And he didn't want to do that, so he backed out. And the old rumor mill is saying one Mr. Dave Batista is in talks to play Kratos. So I think like they could make him look like Kratos for sure. But I thought that Batista said he didn't want to be in that kind of shape anymore at his age.
That's what I was gonna say too. It's like I don't buy those rumors just off of what Batista said himself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like I well, I don't know. If they're going with the more modern Kratos where he has a child and he's older, then sure, I could believe it if he didn't say I don't want to be putting my body through that at this
Yeah.
age. So we'll see. Um, okay. You want to do another one?
Yeah, I'll do another one. So David Jenkins confirmed the Booster Gold series isn't moving forward, or at least his isn't. So there is always a chance that we might get some type of Booster Gold series done, but David Jenkins ones that he was gonna do, and they had that rumored had Kumail Nanjiani attached to it and all this shit. that's not a thing anymore. So we'll see what.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, me too. I'm like I'm pretty anti a lot of the shit that they're doing in the DC, if I'm being honest, though, where it's like, let's take these lesser known characters. Like, well, let's do Wonder Woman instead.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a balance. I don't mind them doing the small shit because I love the small shit, but we gotta put some big names in there too.
Yeah. I mean,
Can't do
it's just
Booster Gold and the Authority
well,
and
because like
Mr. Terrific, you know?
they're wanting to do the big one that they're like pushing for. Like they're the DC apparently is making a priority, is what I read, was Bane and Deathstroke. It's like, no, Wonder Woman, Batman,
Hmm.
ones that will get people excited, and then you can introduce those other characters, and then the people will be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing, the Condiment King TV series, that type of shit.
Like they're
Uh,
doing with Superman.
it, I mean, they didn't do a very good job apparently since no one saw Supergirl, but
No, but the Jimmy and the Mr.
yeah,
Terrific, that's what I'm
though
talking about.
though the Mr. Terrific I still get. The Jimmy one, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited about, but it's also like that's a weird fucking choice.
It is, but at least he was in Superman, and they're not
Yep.
just like cold introducing Jimmy Olsen the show
Yeah.
with Gorilla Grodd. It's like,
Which is
what the
like kind of
fuck?
what the Snyderverse would have done.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, we got Jimmy Olsen, spy.
Yep. Yeah, that was a terrible decision for Jimmy.
Yep.
Okay, Henry Cavill, either today or yesterday, confirmed that he is indeed going to be the star in the live action Warhammer series. Like we all thought he was going to be, but now he finally confirmed it. He also gave some other updates about like the writer or writers that they had working on it. But it sounds like he's putting a lot of time and effort into making sure that Warhammer is done correctly. And I'm just glad that he's getting to do that because he is absolutely a fan of that series.
I have like Nick, brother Nick, aka Gerblaw, is got to be pumped for this because he's like probably 5 years ago, maybe at this point, started getting a Warhammer, and he loves it. So it's like I hope he's excited about this anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm fully confident that I could definitely get into the lore of it. And that's
Yeah,
why I'm staying clear because I
yeah,
just do
I
not
get
have the
that.
capacity to take up another hobby like that.
And like and also the way you are too, like Nick is like staying away from the models and shit, but like with you, you'd be like, dude, like I'm not gonna do the models. And like 5 minutes later, like, dude, I got this really good deal on this model.
All right. I guess we're attacking each other today.
Not attacking. I'm just saying like it sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, so I got one bit of news left. It's kind of funny. The WB Paramount merger is officially on hold. So if it doesn't still, and remember, if it doesn't go through, Paramount still owes WB like, I think it's like $2.7 billion or some insane amount of money because that's just part of it. And or I think they'll owe, I think, a total of $7 billion. Some goes to WB, the other goes to Netflix because it was a hostile takeover type thing. So it's just like, yeah, they're just gonna be out money, I think, because I don't think this is gonna go through.
Yeah. Like at this point, I don't really care. It's just
Yeah,
like we've heard so much about it and then it's just on hold and this person's doing it and now it's going to court and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I don't care.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I think the big thing that people care about with it, it's like I get some people being mad just because it's like, yeah, you are kind of making monopoly and stuff. But then I think other people got mad just because they were trying to make it overly political. But at the end of the day, I think, yeah, you shouldn't have monopolies,
mhm.
you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. And my last bit of news, actually comic book news. We're getting a new Spider-Woman ongoing from Dan Waters and Andrea Briccardo. Um, I guess in this Spider-Versity mini series that's been going on, Jessica gets a part of the Carnage symbiote. So this mini series or this ongoing series by Dan Waters is going to be Detective Spider-Woman with part of the Carnage symbiote. It should be fucking cool.
Yeah, you gonna check it out?
Yes.
Did you as soon as you saw Dan Waters, you're like, yeah, of course, or was it
Yes.
okay?
I mean, okay, Dan Waters, yeah. Detective story, sure.
Yeah.
Just enough carnage, if you will, that I'm like, yeah, he can do this. I've read
Hmm.
plenty of Dan Waters stuff where I'm confident this will be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it should be pretty neat. I'm just never been a big Jessica Drew fan. That's my one thing.
I get it. I hear that series where she was being a superhero while pregnant was really good. I just
Didn't
didn't
Mike
read
really
it.
like it?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah.
I kind of blame Bendez for making me not a big Jessica Drew fan because there was like this hot moment when I was reading the Avengers where he was just like, I'm gonna force Jessica Drew down your fucking throat, whether you like it or not. And I'm like, I don't like it though.
Yeah, I understand. It'll be cool though. If whether you want it or not, you might still end up with the first issue. We'll
Okay,
see.
Bendez, forcing it on me.
It's me.
So what'd you read this week though, bud?
It was a light week this week. I
It really
read
was.
I read Mortal Thor 13, Ghost Pepper 13, The Horror of Godzilla 1, and Conan the Barbarian 33.
Okay. Did the Superman 40 just come out? Because I didn't remember seeing it on the thing, but I got it in the mail. So did you not read that one, or did it come out like?
It was 2 weeks ago,
Okay,
but like I got shorted 2 weeks
I
ago.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So that was I'm assuming Flash and Green Lantern were the same thing then.
Yep.
All right. So I read Superman issue 40, Flash 35, Green Lantern issue 37. I'll talk about those. I'll just like speed run those ones. Justice League, the Night Vision special. You should have read this one. It's not that it's good, but it's not bad, but it like picks up right where like Unlimited and like ties in shit from the Unlimited. Superman Year 1000, the annual. The Dirt Beneath the Devil, issue 1, and The Horror of Godzilla.
I had like I'm still not caught up from last week when I was gone, so Superman is still in my pile. So when you talk
Okay.
about that, don't give any spoilers,
All
please.
right. You mean like this one or the
Correct.
annual? Okay.
That one.
So yeah, I'll talk about these three really quick because I really want to talk about the Flash anyway because it was good and I think you'll it's got some funny parts. But so yeah, Superman 40, I'm not super hot on it. It's by Josh Williamson, Dan Mora. Dan Mora's art's good, but it's mostly just a lot of like, look at this, we're breaking the fourth wall, guys. It's a lot of that, and whatever. So yeah, that's how it ends. I mean, that's how it is. It's just a lot of fourth wall breakage, and then we get to do the big crossover coming up, and I'm like, I'm torn if I'm gonna check it out because it's like I have to read Supergirl Action Comics, Superman, and another one also that I'm not reading. So it's like, do I really
I thought it
care?
was just the
This
three. Is it
it's
more
just
than
the
three?
three. I thought it was four. Supergirl's. Maybe it is, but either way, I'm like, I don't know if I want to get Supergirl in Action Comics. So,
Hmm.
I mean, I might still if it's a light week, but yeah. So, I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna rate it since it just came out like a while back. The Flash, though, this is by Ryan North and Gavin Goodry on the art. I like the art. It's funny. Heat Wave is like he tries to get this boat out of the water. Basically, he's like, yeah, I have hobbies. I like to treasure hunt, and that was and so he's like doing this. Flash is he's like, and then he goes, well, it's the exact same thing at sea. I'm not robbing this ship, Flash. I'm salvaging it. Maritime salvage law, baby. And Flash is like, one sec. And he runs to the library. He's like, and he pulls up the book, The Complete Beginner's Guide to Surprisingly Complicated Laws of Marine Salvage. And he comes back, he's like, okay, so what you said is accurate, but maritime salvage law is superseded by other laws, including those that say Historically significant ships aren't subject to salvage at all. Bottom line is, no, you don't get to keep the gold. Plus, even if you did, you're just going to use it for crimes, right? It's like, but how's that fair? I found it. I did all the work. I made those giant heat cannons. Damn you, Flash. And he like tries to fight him, and then Flash ends up beating him, but he's like, dude, I'm just gonna let you go. I'm gonna destroy your guns. You, the maritime laws are stupid. Just like let it, let him go, and that type of thing. And then Flash is doing more stuff like trying to figure out the future, planning stuff. So like, because he's running so fast, he can see the future, and so he's like trying to plan everything out and that type of thing. So it's like this is gonna probably end bad, but right now it's fun. And Ryan North does a good job of like the funny stuff, so it was good. And then Green Lantern reads the comments. This is like I read this and then I read Superman, and they're like similar plot where it's just like breaking the fourth wall, people complaining about shit. I'm like, boy, I don't care much for this way either.
Yeah.
There's a literal troll that's feeding off of internet hate comments and all this shit. I wasn't super into it if you couldn't tell. So, yeah.
All right.
So, I think
Uh,
I'll let you go then. I got three I didn't read. So,
okay. Conan the Barbarian, number 33. It is by Jim Zub and Fernando Dagnino on the art. I picked it up because I flipped through it and saw that it was a pirate story. I'm like,
hmm.
Conan on pirate ships, count me in. So it was pretty cool. He's doing piratey adventure stuff, and then a big storm hits, and like humanoid water creatures that he can't hit because the blade just passes through them attacks. He's like, what the hell? And then the ship really gets caught up in the storm and they get marooned on an island uh, with some creepy, like undead shit happening, which is very much a Conan thing to happen. And then it says to be continued. So I'm in. It's pretty cool and fun. I'm going to give it probably an 8.5.
Noise. So the dirt beneath the devil. This is by David Ferraccia and Lee Lowridge on the art. I picked it up because I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of a horror western. This might be fun because I don't have really much else going on. And really, it gives me more of a horse girl western, maybe a little bit of horror in there, but I was not into it at all.
But you love horse girls.
I mean, that's what I identify as, but man, there's a part where like the horse is going crazy and she makes eye contact with it and it settles down. Because it's
Oh
like
yeah.
this rich guy died and he's gonna have his will read, but they have to travel across this area and she has to get the wild horse, but as soon as she makes eye contact with it, it's okay. But then the guy, one of his, I think his the dude's son that the dude that died's son is like pissing on the horse because the horse broke his arm and the horse kills him at the end and that's how it ends. I'm like, oh, I don't care. Here's the cover of the next issue. Horse
Hell
Girl.
yeah.
It's the new Horse Girl horror, HGH as they call it. But for me, it's a no thank you. And I'm gonna probably give it like a 3.5 and I'll say goodbye.
All right. Mortal Thor 13 by Al Ewing and I think Juan Cabal is this gentleman's name. It is. It's it was pretty fucking cool. Like it was definitely a filler issue, but Enchantress puts her son Magni on the throne of Asgard because Thor's dead, and he like locks himself in the throne room to like get some work done around Asgard and make stuff as good as when Thor was running it. And then we time skip. They do year one, 10, 100, 1,000, 100,000, a million, just all this shit. And it's just really cool storytelling on Al Ewing's part. Um, but because Enchantress is like witchy, she's like, you're gonna have the throne for, for forever and a day. And then it cuts to year forever and a day. And they finally reopen the throne room and Magni's dead in there. And Enchantress is like, well, he didn't have any heirs. So I guess I'm Queen of Asgard now. And she puts on the crown and transforms into the All Mother. And I'm like, you sure are, Enchantress. And then we get a little epilogue where Magni goes to Valhalla and he finds his little robot rabbit friend that died in the previous issue, and they get to share a horn of ale together and get a little bit of the happy ever after, which was nice. So we'll see what happens next. I'm ready for like all the shit Enchantress is doing behind the scenes to meet, you know, the guy that Thor is being right now, Sigurd. That's it,
Mhm.
Sigurd Jarlson, and all that shit like come to a head. I really like where Al Ewing is taking this. It's very, very good.
Mm.
So I'm gonna give it a 10. It's my pick of the week. It was such a good
Nice.
standalone issue.
Yeah. All right. So Superman Year 1000. This is the 2026 annual. This is by Josh Williamson with Eddie Barrows on the art. I'm not normally an annuals guy, but Jake, you should have read this. This has one of your boys in it.
Well, I sold out of this issue, but
Oh, okay.
tell me all about it.
So Superman, it starts off with like a dream sequence, and Superman is, going throughout time. This is like picks up where like the DCKO left off after he won, and so he's going throughout time trying to fix things, and then he runs into a giant fucking boat. Do you know who
Viking
the
Prince?
no, Our Man.
What?
Yeah. So Our Man's there. And that's pretty fucking cool.
Ugh,
And
I'm
you
gonna
know,
have to get this.
yeah, I mean he doesn't do a lot. Like it's basically like it's just a little cameo. He kind of explains stuff. And then we get to see the Legion of Superheroes, the bad ones that were, there, and Superman's trying to figure out a way to save them while also fixing the timeline and that type of thing. And then is basically kind of like it's kind of like, yeah, it's setting up how Superman comes back into the fold because we're doing the Kingdom of Zod shit. But then it's also like, hey, this is how we're getting our own Legion of Superheroes book too. I guess setting up these two things. So, oh, and then we also get, and this will be just a little thing. Do you remember um Pandora from New 52?
How could I forget? She's got a box.
Yeah, and she is not using the box, but she does pop up in this at the end.
Okay.
So that's another thing. I'm like, oh, Pandora. That was one of those coolest things the New 52 did. No, I mean, like, legit. First issues of everything, she's in the background. You're like, who is this spooky bitch? And you're
That
like, huh.
was cool.
And then Jeff Johns is like, beats me. Well, I guess we'll learn together because I'm not gonna touch on this now again for like 5 years.
Yeah. It really, dude, I completely forgot about her being in every issue. Number
Yeah,
one, it was fun to try to find
it
her in all of them.
super cool. Like that was like such a cool way of doing things, and then like most stuff with New 52, they dropped the fucking ball. But no, this is cool. I'm probably at like a 8 for it. I liked it.
Pick of the week.
Maybe. I don't know. It's either this or the Justice League Night Vision special. So
Okay. Ghost Pepper 13 by Ludo Lullaby and Adriana Lucas. It's cool. I won't get too much into it. The shit has hit the fan, and we're in the middle of that. And then a big character from the main character's past pops up at the end, and that's supposed to be a big deal. We'll see how that shakes out, but it's really good. I like Ghost Pepper. I'm going to give it a 9.
nice. And Justice League Night Vision special by Mark Waid, Josh Williamson. I wouldn't have picked this up, but nothing came out this week. So I was like, might as well. And I'm kind of glad I did just because of the fact that it does like fill in where the last issue of Justice League left off. So it's another one that if because you're reading Justice League sort of, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. So like if you read the last issue and you're like, oh, I wonder what Batman and Lex Luthor's vision was about. It's
The
deals with in this
night.
one. And they kiss. But it's funny because like these gun runners are starting off and they're hanging out, and I'm like the um Miguel Mendoza, like he's a good artist, but man, it's like when I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, I don't know who this because I didn't know if these were like they're undercover, so I was like, oh, it's Lex Luthor, Green Arrow, and some other white-haired guy, but because like that's these are the gun runners.
Okay.
It's not. It's just some random henchman.
Oh, okay.
Like that's clearly Green Arrow though, guys. Come on.
Hmm.
But yeah, so they fight them. Turns out they got like apocalypse weapons, and they're there to deal with Prometheus, and he's then like using technology to try to mimic all of the Justice League villains and good guys stuff, and he gets outsmarted, of course, and like that's one of those characters, another one of those characters where it's like he was really cool in like one appearance, and then he's just been ruined completely. So, but then they're realizing like Darkseid isn't really all the way gone yet, and that was the big reveal. It's fine. It didn't really need to be a special. It could have just been like a backup, like just an added story in the Justice League comics.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like I said, it's fine. Not worth $6 actually. So I'll say 7. So yeah, I guess the Superman annual will be my pick of the week.
Okay.
Flash would have been, but it didn't count.
Right. Okay. Is it Armucci?
Yep.
The Horror of Godzilla #1 by Ethan S. Parker, Griffin Sheridan, and Tristan Jones. So what'd you think of this one, buddy?
I was let down. But I will say really quick, this is my favorite of the covers you gave me. It really made me laugh.
Yeah.
There's a good chance though I'm gonna have to give that one to Nick because Halloween is his favorite horror movie. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep, that was a good one.
But
Um,
yeah, I was let down. What'd you think?
so like it was okay. I liked the art when it came to all the panels with Godzilla, and then at the very end with all the like transformations.
Yeah.
The rest of the time I wasn't that hot on it. And like all the fucking the courtroom shit, I'm like, boy, I don't care. This is like most of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I get that they have to build it up into something, but I was just like, man, this is not doing it for me.
Yeah, it's like it's all body horror, really. And I'm okay with that stuff. I mean, it's just it doesn't it's a lot more fun when you see that on a movie screen and not in a comic. Like while I'm reading this, I'm like, it's whatever. It just
Yeah.
it didn't hit for me like I had really wanted it to.
Yeah, I'll give it one more. Um,
I'll give it like 12 more, but
yeah, I know you will, but you're the resident Godzilla guy, so it's if it's not better on the next one, I'm probably out. But I want to believe that it can be cool.
I think it's gonna get like I have faith that the next issue will be more stuff going on because like the way it ended. But still, I'm like, it's weird because it's does this thing that the American Godzilla stuff always does, except for 98, but 98 still was like, it's not our fault. It was the French's fault that they nuked iguanas. But with like the legendary ones and anytime like in the books now too, it's like, we didn't make Godzilla with the nukes. We promised. We just maybe woke him up or whatever. It's like the Japanese are like, no, no, the nukes made him. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And it's like the horrors of war is what created this monster, that type of thing. And then and this is like, nah, he was always there. He just woke up. Yeah, that's it. So
Right.
it's just one of those things where I'm like, you guys, you're kind of missing the point again, buds.
But is I'm pretty sure it's the same creative team that did Escape the Dead Zone, which you didn't love.
No, I didn't. But this is like 10 times better than Escape the Dead Zone, or what I read of Escape the Dead Zone. That book was really fucking bad. I think it might just be the same, like one of the two writers, because I think I think the shared Griffin Sheridan. I don't know if Parker did it.
Okay.
Because I remember
I could
Sheridan
be
said,
wrong
well,
altogether.
I know Sheridan worked on the Dead Zone. Because I saw it, I was like, is that Timmy Shares? I'm like, oh, that's not Timmy Shares.
Right. Oh no, I'm looking at the advertisement for the trade of Dead Zone, and both of their names are on
Okay,
it.
cool. Okay, like I said, I knew the Shares was, but that's it.
Yeah. Where are you at with it?
I'll be like a 6.
I think I'm at a 5.
All right. So, what are you excited about, man?
I'm excited for Batman. Probably Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I'll say JSA since we don't have that many more of those left.
Yeah. I'll say Iron Man. You took, two of mine, so I'm gonna have to look through here. I didn't even look through this, and I kind of forgot that I get the emails because we spent time together this weekend, so it threw
Huh.
me all the way off. Um, I'll say Mega Man X. Um, what the hell is Chachoo number one?
I don't know. I think it's like an image book.
Oh, okay. And then I guess I'll say Amazing Spider-Man. Hopefully I'll remember to get it. I'll tell you I want it.
Yeah, you got to text me after this.
Yeah.
Not Mary Jane Face It Tiger number one.
No, I wait on those for collectibles. Unless you got like a really good variant cover, then get it for me. But
Sure.
it has to be the bikini one but the one where it's Ben Riley Spider-Man in a banana hammock, the one
Hmm.
in 2000 variant, I think.
Yeah, where he's spread eagle on a tiger.
100%. The
Okay.
only downside is like you have to get 4,000 because Mike's wants one too. But okay, man. Fantastic Four time. So I was just thinking about this the other day. We're gonna do this for like all of the different publications because it's easy. Give me 4 comics that people should read to get like to understand your taste of things, and this will be the DC edition.
Oh, the DC edition. Okay. Okay, does Sandman Mystery Theater count, or is that like
Yeah, no,
Vertigo?
I'll count it. Like the only Vertigo books that I won't take would be like um I mean I think regular Sandman could count, but like Why the Last Man wouldn't count,
Okay.
you know.
Sandman Mystery Theater, Chuck Dixon's Nightwing, the first Justice League International, and it might be Azzarella's Wonder Woman.
I'm kind of surprised no Kirby New God stuff.
Dude, it's tough narrowing it down to
I
four.
know. I know.
Really tough. It's like I don't know that I could suggest the fourth world stuff to anybody
Hmm.
and then be into it. Most people I could give that Wonder Woman series to and they'd probably be into it. Like I'm just
Well,
thinking, and I
there's
know this
there's
isn't like a suggestion thing, but like I love that Wonder Woman series.
yeah. It's weird too because I loved it too, but like there's weird online discourse about how they don't like that on Twitter, like how Wonder Woman fans don't.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'll say Long Halloween. It's one of my all-time favorites. Then Darwin Cook's New Frontier, so fucking good. The Question, Denny O'Neil's run, and then Jack Knight, Starman, James Robinson. All those, and it's like, yeah, this is Casey's weird ass.
Yeah, it's I knew Starman for sure. I wasn't entirely sure what the others were going to be,
Yeah.
but
So let's
yeah,
know
that
down
was
below, though,
fun. I
guys.
like that.
Yeah, let's know down below your guys's ones, and we'll do Marvel next time, and then we'll do Image. Or what do you think, Image, or should we just do like a conglomeration of the other
I think Image
publishers?
needs its own.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let us know down below, guys, what what yours are, and what you think about the news this week? Are you like, oh man, I was hoping for the merger to actually happen, or are you excited about the X-Men movie and yada yada yada? Let us know. We want to hear about it.
Yep. And we love to stay in chat, but we have to come out of retirement to do one more doubles tournament together. So we'll catch you next time. See ya.
Ha! Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Worlds Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Two Worlds Pod, on Twitter at two_worlds_PC, and on Facebook at facebook.com/twoworldspodcast. You can email us with any questions or comments at twoworldspodcast@gmail.com, and if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Two Worlds Podcast on YouTube.